Matter. Matter is composed of tiny particles. Wood is made of tiny particles of wood. Soil is made of tiny particles of soil. And milk is made of tiny particles of milk. Milk contains protein, fat, water, etc. Soil contains particles of broken rock, sand, clay, humus, etc. Wood is made of cellulose and lignin. Most of the matter around us exists as mixture of two or more substances. A pure substance consists of a single type of particle. Few examples are common salt, sugar, nitrogen, and mercury. Sodium chloride is made up of sodium and chloride. Each and every particle of nitrogen is made up of nitrogen itself. Similarly, sugar and mercury contain every particle of sugar and mercury respectively. Pure substances are further classified into elements and compounds. Students, let's check out the basics of elements and compounds one by one. Elements. An element is a type of matter composed of only one kind of substance where each smallest indivisible part of it has the same properties. An element cannot be further subdivided into simpler substances by any physical or chemical means. An element can be represented by using a symbol. You already know that the symbol of hydrogen is H. The molecule of hydrogen consists of two hydrogen atoms. Hence, the molecular formula of hydrogen is written as H2. Today, 119 elements are known, out of which 92 are found in nature. Elements are further classified into metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. Let us see each of these categories one by one. Metals are generally solids with characteristics such as hardness, malleability, ductility, luster, and ability to conduct heat and electricity. Non-metals are generally non-lustrous, brittle, poor conductors of heat and electricity. Metalloids have characteristics common to metals and non-metals. Arsenic, silicon, and selenium are some examples of metalloids. Compounds. A compound is the substance made up of two or more types of elements chemically combined in a fixed proportion, and it can be further subdivided into simpler substances only by chemical means. A compound can also be represented by a molecular formula. An example of a compound is water. It is a compound that contains the elements hydrogen and oxygen whose atoms are combined in the ratio 2:1. A compound has totally new properties than the constituents. The chemical formula H2O represents the compound water. Water has different properties than hydrogen and oxygen. The chemical formula Al2O3 represents the compound aluminium oxide. Aluminium oxide has different properties than aluminium and oxygen. The chemical formula CuSO4 represents the compound copper sulfate. Copper sulfate has different properties than copper, sulfur, and oxygen.